Viewer discretion advised. Hey everybody, Big D here. It's time to review Supernatural Season 10, Episode 6, titled Ask Jeeves. I don't know if I said that right. Anyway, spoiler review. If you've not seen the episode, go to thecw.com/supernatural, watch the full episode there, come back, and it should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the whole episode, pros and cons, give you my final score at the end. Thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget, I review all the other Supernaturals from Season 10. Check that out. And on Wednesdays, American Horror Story Freak Show and Arrow. Thursdays is Bones and Grace Point. So, here we go. Miss LaCroix, which I always thought LaCroix, but LaCroix, kills this girl named Kalati, or Kalati. So the boys are at the house, Sam and Dean, man, and Bobby knew Bunny, which is LaCroix. I'm sorry, I'm going to mess up a little bit my French. So they left a key for Bobby, and Stanton gets decapitated. I'm just basically spoiling it all, man. So the boys are detained in the house with a cop and the family, and this family is very stubborn, rich, and they hate each other. So regular rich people. No offense. Beverly is hitting on Sam. Definitely one of the most funniest moments. Dean is talking to Philip, and Sam finds Philip's body, so we find out we're with a shapeshifter. Nothing new. We've seen shapeshifters before. One of my favorite things, real quick, is when Sam is like sitting next to these girls, like Beverly. There's Hetty, there's Beverly, there's Stanton, there's Amber, there's Dash, and he's like, "Come in, water's warm," and he's just, there's no water, but still, it's funny. So the cop's dead, and he's like dead in the toilet, and you have to use like a metal or something for shapeshifters. They was stainless steel, so none of it was going to work. And Dash puts them in the room. They have a gun, but he's not the killer. Find out the maid is the killer. The maid always does it, and this episode really reminds me of a Scooby-Doo episode, really. And find out that the maid was Bunny's daughter all along, and Dean ends up killing the maid. So overall, that's the episode. What did I think about this overall of Ask Jeeves or Ask Heaves or Ask Jives, whatever you want to call it? Start off with the cons first. I've seen about 7 seasons of Supernatural. I haven't seen the 8th or 9th, and I've seen the whole season 10 so far. And from what I've seen of experience, this episode is, really 40-50% boring, really. We've seen it before. We've seen the shapeshifters. We've seen filler episodes. And the other one that was like 2 weeks ago, let me see what it was called. It's called Paper Moon. That was horrible as hell. That one with the vampires or whatever they were. That was just a horrible one. But this one is better than Paper Moon for sure. But it was boring. It was slow. And we've seen it before in this episode. The family itself, I just didn't like it. Dash and all them. They're just horrible acting, horrible people. I mean, it was kind of annoying, really. And being locked in the house, and we didn't get to see much of the cop either. They didn't really show it. They were kind of just wasting time trying to do jokes or humor, which the humor actually worked. Now I'm going to go to the pros. The action in this episode, we've seen better action. Way much better action, but still, it was enjoyable, I guess you could say. I mean, really, it was just Sam under a table and Dean comes and shoots. I mean, nothing really huge, but from decapitation to falling down stairway, and, The humor and the girls, of course, talking to Sam were very funny. It's a good episode. Nothing great, nothing really to talk about it, and really nothing much noteworthy. It's entertaining, it's fun, but also we've seen it a million times before, and we're wondering, where's Castiel, where's Crowley, or Castiel, whatever. I call him Castiel. Is it Castile? I hear people say Castile sometimes. But overall, I'm thinking to myself, where are they? So we want to see more of them. Obviously, I am a Supernatural fan, and I'm going to give this a B+, because it's an 8 out of 10, really. It's still entertaining, it's fun, and I still want to see more, obviously, from them. They still got much story to tell. But for the family and everything, that didn't work out for me. The shapeshifter thing, nothing really wowed me there. Except the big surprise that the maid was the daughter. I mean, some of that was really cool. But other than that, the 200th episode was better last week. That's all I'll say. So, yeah, okay episode. Good. So, thanks for watching, man. Comment down below. Let me know what did you guys think about Supernatural this week. And Supernatural is next week. Also, it's called Girls, Girls, Girls. Probably going to have a Motley Crue song in there. Thanks so much for watching. Hope all you enjoyed. Have a great Thanksgiving, man, next week. And I'll see you next week. Spock be with you always.